got a receipt for it? Take it back to the store and return it. I just hear Dallas at my house. My dogs can get a little freaked out when people start shooting off fireworks, so I prefer to be home with them. Also, like, this is a highly flammable area that I live in. Like, not just where I live directly, but all around Arizona. Like, it'll be, I mean, it just rained, but it's still like, you know, the fire warning will still be extreme. So I'm probably just gonna get some dinner and watch some TV. How about you? I mean, I'll still stream tomorrow, or on the 4th, whatever. Thanks, Zach Duck. How are you? Hey, man, you didn't want to work the vowel E into your first name there? Get 4 out of 5. I'm just going to call you BA. Since I can't pronounce your whatever that is. Sorry. Oh, that's cool, Dallas. Have fun. Be safe. Cool. Oh, like 7th like that? Let me shut this shit. Like 7, as opposed to like, I use, the reason that you would use this form versus this form is you're just wanting to go to a 5th rooted chord from your first bar chord. Like I what was I was playing the because I was going from the 1 chord to the 4, so I'm 1 time as a factor. I'm not necessarily going to go. That puts me like way outside where I wanted to be. That's why you really wouldn't do that. You can. I wouldn't recommend it. Just depends on what you're trying to create and play. That's all it boils down to, Dallas. It's sort of like a kind of personal choice. But I mean, like if I'm playing key 7 and I know I'm in the key of G, and G is my 1, yeah, my chord change is probably going to be to the 4, in which case I want to play a C of something, but I don't want to all go up to the 8th fret to do it from being down at the 3rd fret. That's not smart guitar playing. That's stupid guitar playing. That's what I would call that. It's not smart decision making. Hey Dan, no, I cannot play Paranoid. No, it was played at the earlier stream, and that stream got copyright strict. So I'm not playing anybody's music tonight, except for my own shit. Dallas, I'm changing my policy, dude. I wasted an hour and a half today streaming and telling people what the channel was about. I'm not doing that anymore. Mike, I'm removing all moderators too. Sorry. Oh, we can talk about it later. But like I was just saying, I basically wasted an hour and a half doing streams today for nothing. So I'm a little cross. And Mike, it's not your fault. Hey, Miles. Don't worry about it. Okay, that's actually a very good question, Santa Fred of New York. I like your name too. And you've been on the channel before. The best way to get like the way I started was learning the Lemon Song by Led Zeppelin. You have to pick the B string with your FU finger, your middle finger, right? And then you have to top pick down on your low E string. So you're playing those notes together on the B string and the low E. That's the way that I started, man. From there, it was like, kind of like watching Warren Haynes a lot as I got older. Like, Warren started breaking as I was exiting high school. Like, my last year, that 7 Turns record, that was just being released. So, like, I got to see them on that tour, but, like, I think I might have been a freshman in college already or a senior in high school. No, not a senior in high school. I was a freshman in college. I believe the first time I went and saw them down at Veterans Memorial Coliseum down here in Phoenix. They played at the fair, and so you paid like $5 or $10, and you got into the fair along with being in the fair. you got to go see the concert that was there that night, whoever was playing. Pretty good deal for $10 or $5, whatever the fuck it was. Back in 1990, I think it was. Then I just started, every time they released a record, the next one was Shades of Two Worlds or whatever it was. I just kept following him and watching him and watched the way that he was playing slide and just noticed his technique. And I wouldn't start incorporating that for quite some time because number one, I'm a slow learner. It takes a while for me to process things. That's just my general nature. Not because I'm on spectrum or something else. I just have LD issues, and I was just born that way with them. So yeah, sometimes things come to me very quickly. Some music things. Other music things take a lot longer for me to process. And in the case of somebody's technique like that, it took me a while to process. It took me a while to process some of Stevie's shit too. And some of Hendrix's stuff. Anytime you want to cop somebody's style, right? A piece of their style, you have to study that for a while and get that down. I mean, for some people, I think it's really instant. I've seen it, but not for me. Yeah, they do all the time. Daniel Donato is one guy. Of course, I've talked about him on the channel before, but JD Simo. That's cool, Dallas. Thanks, Miles. Hey, Lucy, welcome. You too, Sage, thank you. So you just try different things until you develop something that works for you stylistically, I guess. And that's so strange because something like that, which I wrote, I prefer to pick. But when it comes to the end, the outro of that song, I switched to my hybrid picking. Yeah, dude, Daniel Donato's sick. Grace Bowers, another great picker from Nashville. I mean, look, both of these kids are going to be huge superstars one day. I mean, at least I hope. What's my favorite lick in the key of E? It's the same as answering the favorite lick question. Because the Lemon song's in the key of E. I mean, I could have said, which is the opening lick of Before You Accuse Me on the Journeyman record, on the Eric Clapton Journeyman record. That's kind of a cool little lick to learn. My favorite player is Red Volkert. Okay, I can respect that. I know exactly who he is. I have a friend back in Virginia that went to see him, I think, within the last year. She's a guitar player. She kicks ass, too. Yeah, I've listened to the John Mayer Trio album. But it's not bad. I mean, it's not cream. It's not Government Mule. But if you like it, then that's all that matters, man. Everybody knows on the channel that I'm not a John Mayer fan. No, my older brother has been on Walking Dead. His name is Jeffrey. My name's Larry. But I'll tell him you said hello. He's not here tonight. He's doing his Destination X bullshit. I don't know. Yes, the John Mayer tribute trio album was with Dino Palladino and Steve Jordan on drums. It definitely kicked ass. I don't know what you want me to say. I mean, like, I heard some of it and Best Buy one day. I was just like, yeah, that's cool. And that'll be the only thing he ever gets from me. Hey, I want to say Guillermo, but it's not. So I'm just going to call you GS for short. What's up, bud? Are those cheaper Epiphone SGs good quality? Compared to USA made Gibsons? I'm sure they're okay. Here's the deal. Do you want me to take the liberty of bullshitting you, or do you want me to tell it to you straight? Mara, that's hot. You should email me if you want a love song. No, I cannot play a real Barkov fan. SFH, how are you? They're gonna be okay. You might find one that's decent. But when you pick up like a 61 reissue, you might realize like, oh, it doesn't feel like this. Yeah, exactly. And that's the biggest thing, is it doesn't feel like this. If you got an old vintage Epiphone, like an old Cornet or Wilshire, man, those things smoke. Then you'd be like, fuck yeah, let's rock and roll. But new ones, not as much. At least, I mean, I haven't been over to a Guitar Center. I haven't played any of the new, like, inspired by Gibson custom shops, so I really can't speak on it. But I mean, the last time, like, I played some Epiphones, they just don't compare. Everything from, like, build quality to playability. That's really the truth. SFH, you got your request. Santa Fred, you got enough guitars? Okay, that makes one of us. Probably my Soulcactus song, Dallas. I don't really think that's like a, you know, contest. Because it's every time I play it in public, people just kind of go, "What the fuck was that?" That's why. That's how I know. It's like, you know, the one, like, I've gotten the most feedback from friends and whatever, and they're like, "Dude, that's cool as shit." Like, if Stevie wrote that and played that, put that on a record, that'd be a huge deal. And I'm like, well, yeah, that's who it was for. But that's not reality. Reality is I wrote and recorded it, and it's mine. But I knew I had something the first time. I remember walking in the recording studio, and I did a 3-song EP before I did my full Meeting You record to test out the waters. You know, I figured it was better to waste maybe a few $100s as opposed to a few $1,000s. So I wanted to test out the waters. So I went there, and the studio engineer, who was a friend of mine at that time, he was another guitar teacher at the same guitar music store that we both taught lessons at. So I come in and I'm like, you know, here's the riff. So he turns to me, he's just like, "Dude, that is cool as shit. Can I play on that?" And I was just like, "What?" He's just like, "I want to play bass while you're playing guitar and while the other cat's playing drums in the other room. And we'll do it live." He's like, "Are you cool with that?" I'm like, "Fuck yeah, I'm cool with that, dude." I'm like, "That's cool that you like my shit." He's like, "Dude, that is super cool." He's like, "I've heard a lot of stuff. That's super cool." So it's like Keith Richards said, dude, you know, solos can kind of come and go, blah, 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 blah. Nobody gives a shit. A lick is a lick. But a riff lasts forever. They just do. And I'm a sucker for a great riff. Well, you know, Santa Fred, the downside to owning more is that it's more to take care of, which costs more money. It is fun to play, Zach. You can go to my patreon.com site and buy it, and you can, you know, download it and jam along with it, man. Try and figure out how to play it. Or you can take a private lesson with me and I'll break it down for you and I'll teach you how to play it. Hey, Tom Patterson, how are you, my friend? I mean, I could have just as easily said, you know what, Dallas, I really like my Sweet Sister Pain riff, which is like what I wanted to hear Carlos Santana do, but he wasn't doing at that time. You know, this is going back to like 1998. And I'm staying at somebody's house watching their dog. It's a huge house. And I'm hanging out by the pool. I've got a white old 1983 SG Standard with Seymour Duncan Antiquities playing through my Matchless Lightning. My 210 Lightning. I fucking love that amp. Mike, is Mike Edwards still here, or did he leave? Mike, I used the Matchless Lightning on the live recording I did with Donald Mattingly that I sent you some tracks to. Hey Austin, what's up? Not taking requests. Anyways, so I'm like just jamming one afternoon, and I come up with this thing of like. I think that fucking rocks. But that's just me. And that's just my opinion. You know, some of my friends might be like, yeah, I don't like that one as much. You know, and somebody else might be like, I like the title track riff. So, and then someone else might be like, oh, I like the Brought Up on the Blues funky riff that you do on the first track. That it just all depends. George Hinson, SG Jr. Hey Austin, what's happening? Nope. What was that, Zach? Oh, I'm sorry you feel that way. What an idiot. I'm sorry if I turn on YouTube and I pulled me up and I heard. I'd be like, there's no fucking way in the world that guy plays Eddie Van Halen or Metallica. I mean, you could ask, but I fucking highly doubt it. Teese Wah. That's cool. Is that how you pronounce it? What's up, back to you? Said that I've written that like within the last year, as far as like just a funky blues riff goes. Stanford Fred, excellent question. Oh, Keyway, that's very cool. Please be safe. Let's go Metallica. I don't play Metallica, dude. I play my own shit. But thank you for stopping by the stream. Wherever, like, I followed Clapton back and understood that he was listening to Robert Johnson, Big Bill Brunzi, maybe Charlie Patton, Buck Owens, which was a cousin of B.B. King's, actually. So pretty far back, like, dude, I did a whole report my sophomore year of college in African American Studies, where the blues came from, where it originated. It came from the West Indies of Africa. Buckle up, boys and girls. You're about to get a fucking serious history lesson. How it came to America? Slavers on slave ships by white motherfuckers. I'm being real right now, folks. I mean, I couldn't say that in class, obviously. But once it came from the West Indies, where they got them and put them on the ships and sent them overseas to here, they became slaves. And slaves sang field hollers in the fields while they worked, which were basically pre-blues blues. It was those field hollers that turned into blues music. Out of that, you had B.B. King, you had Muddy Waters. These guys fucking picked cotton before they started playing guitar. That's some hard shit, man. I mean, look, I washed dishes for a summer when I was 15. That was not fun. I bagged groceries. I've done some pretty shit jobs, man. So you want to play the blues, you got to live them. You got to pay those dues. So back, I'm sorry, excuse me for 1 second. Dude. I'm sorry, Sergio, what are you trying to say about Jews? I'd like to know. Yeah, rich white dudes, man. I like to refer to them as Anglo-Saxons. No, I didn't pick cotton, asshole. Fuck off. You're not getting it. Oh, I'm sorry, Sergio, did you think Jews own the ships that rounded up African Americans and brought them to America? I'd like to know your answer, man. Yeah, you're an idiot for thinking that. Let me see if I can understand this. Why would Jews from European descent go to Africa, round up Africans, right? And then bring them on ships to America? What the fuck? Are you... Wow. Hey man, it's my channel, my stream. I'll do whatever the fuck I want. Especially when someone comes in here with that bullshit. Yeah. That's exactly how we got it. Yeah. There's no such thing. Hey Rocket, what's up? Anyways, back to the original question from Santa Fred. We had to go way far back there. So that's, I mean, you know, I listen to Robert Johnson stuff. I don't really particularly care for it. Song catalog's righteous, but I feel like listening to him is kind of painful for me. I feel it's just too primitive. I like more blues from like the 40s, 50s on up. Like Elmore James, Muddy Waters. I like it when it became electrified, essentially, is what I'm getting at. So for me, that was the ticket. You know, I always thought that was cool. Like, hey man, what's up? How you doing? Yeah, Freddie's cool, man. Let's see. Palace of the King, man. That's a great fucking song. Freddie kills. I like all the Shelter records he did with Leon Russell. That's my favorite shit of Freddie's. I know everybody talks about like Hideaway and whatever, but I like all the stuff he did with Leon. I thought it was great. Leadbelly didn't get enough credit. Oh, well, a lot of them didn't get enough credit. I think Leadbelly got overshadowed by Robert Johnson and Bill Brunzi. Is what I think he got overshadowed by. Hey Mario. And then I just go like, from there I just go right into the chess stuff, which is my home of Chicago. Like, I'm a huge Howlin' Wolf fan. Again, big Muddy Waters fan. I mean, Little Milton, Chuck Berry obviously recorded at, Coco Taylor. You've got home of Alligator Records is also in Chicago. So you have the Iceman, Albert Collins. Not too much. Van Halen's all right. I saw him. Hey LC, what's up? Hey Kelvin, Stevie Ray Vaughan. Yeah, I got to see him twice. Did you have a question about him? No, I don't like Dio Sabbath. Francisco. I like the song Mob Rules when they play it in the movie Heavy Metals. The original Heavy Metal. What was it? R-rated animation movie. Play me something sweet. Play me some Brickyard music. Skate, what's up? Dude, that would be kind of creepy. I don't know if I could do that, man. That would kind of make me sick. Yeah, Howard's. Yeah, B.B. King was cool, man. Don't know any Rory Gallagher, but he kicked ass. Oh, Santa Fred, your guilty pleasure is Buck Owens? How would you like to hear a story about Buck Owens, dude? I got a good one. Hey, Wolfgang, how are you? Hey, Todd. I love Steve Howe of Yes. I also love Trevor Rabin. I was listening to some of the 90210 tracks earlier. Love Allman Brothers, Royale. Don't know Tattooed Woman. What? Early Black Sabbath, Zach, that's it. Santa Fred. Okay, so, dude, I moved out here in 1986. When I say I moved from Chicago to Arizona. I went to Chaparral High School in Scottsdale. My sophomore year at Chaparral, I'm in foods class. And I don't know this, but I'm sitting next to the grandson of Buck Owens. His name is Doug. Doug, if you ever see this, I am so sorry. So, Doug was friends with another friend of mine who I used to hang out with on a regular basis, and I'm actually still friends with that friend to this day. So, it's like a Friday. I go to pick Doug up at his house. I walk into his house to get him Friday night. There is the Buck Owens fucking guitar. The blue, the white, yeah, that's the Buck Owens. I'm like, I said to Doug, I'm like, hang on, hold up 1 minute. I have to ask you. I'm like, is that your grandfather's? Is that the one? And he's just like, yeah. I'm like, that's it. That's the real deal. He's just like, yeah, that's it. And I said, and it's just here in the foyer of the house? He's just like, yeah. I'm like, he's like, we can go anytime, dude. Anytime you're ready. If you want to pick your jaw off the floor. I said, yeah, it's cool, dude. I just had to check my reality for a minute. Yeah. I mean, like, it was like a pinch me moment, Santa Fred. And it was just too surreal, too unreal. I mean, I think the guitar is where at the Grand Ole Opry now in Nashville. Do you know where it is, Santa Fred? Because I can tell you right now, it's not at Doug's house no more. I didn't really believe that he was his grandson until I went and picked him up at the house and saw the guitar. I was like, okay, it's real. It's real. Hey, Jimmy Manzano. How are you, Paisano? Francisco, Judas Priest, I don't know any. I mean, I don't know any Jews that are priests, you know what I'm saying? No, Santa Fred, you do not. That's for sure. Yeah. Do I like Roy Buchanan? Yeah, Roy Buchanan's great, man. Oh, okay, so if you want to know what we did after we left Doug's house, we went and met my other friend at the arcade. Because that's what you did in 1986. Or, no, I'm sorry, it was 87. Yeah, no difference. And the arcade is no longer in existence. Go figure. Hey, Luis. Scarlett's daddy. Scarlett, do you really need a daddy? Dude, why is your movie getting review bombed? Is it really that bad? Oh, it's Made for Loving You? That's by Kiss, Scarlett. I don't know. No, I don't know that riff. Hey, Mateus, how are you? Your daughter's name is Scarlett? Who is your daddy and what does he do? We're going to play a little game. Who is your daddy and what does he do? He's not a tumor. Hello, Junior. Thank you, Jimmy, man. Pave roads? I like to pave roads sometimes. Although I'm thinking probably of a different kind of road that I like to pave. Ba-dum-bum, psh. There's your pretty one. jam improvisation over. There's a few licks from it right there. Hey, Piano Seeker, what's up? else could do that. Because the guy that could do it ain't doing it. In the words of Roy Kent, it's just me being an asshole. Hey, officer, what's up? Yeah, Antonio. Yeah, Dallas, actually I do. Today is definitely giving me a case of the ass. That's what I say when I'm fucking pissed. What about SRV, Pat? Pat, imagine if you were at Guitar Center and somebody came up over your shoulder and said, SRV. What would your reaction be? Just out of curiosity. Not a trick question, dude. What would your knee-jerk reaction be? Would you like that? Because I don't. Yeah, dude, that ain't gonna get me to start playing SRV. I can tell you what it will do. Anybody else? You guys, talk to me like a fucking human being. Don't come in here and throw out SRV at me or whatever song title and expect a result. That's not how this works. Read the description of what the stream is about first off. It's not about me playing requests. It has nothing to do with about me playing requests. If I play a request, it's me being nice. Nothing more, nothing less. Thanks, Dallas. I appreciate that. Yeah, something like that. No pun intended, man. This is a clever play on words. Somebody should hire you to be a songwriter. All right, that's gonna do it. Thanks, Dallas. Thanks, Mike Edwards. Thank you, Antonio. SFH, thank you. Officer, thanks for showing up. Wolfgang, thank you. Solo, you too. Scarlett's daddy, thank you for showing up. Mateus, thank you. Jada, I'm sorry if I missed you. I don't know what that is. Francisco and Santa Fred and Jimmy Manzano 1. Thank you guys for participating in the stream. Be cool. Have a good night. Be good to yourselves. Be good to the ones around you. I will be back a little afternoon tomorrow, probably about 12:30, starting the stream late. So keep that in mind. All right? Peace out. Have a good night. Thanks. Bye.